In a quiet village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a reclusive figure known as the Dollmaker. The Dollmaker was a mysterious and enigmatic character who was rarely seen by the villagers, but whispers of his uncanny craftsmanship spread like wildfire. His workshop, a dilapidated mansion at the edge of the village, was the source of both fascination and fear. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the village, a young girl named Eliza found herself drawn to the tales of the Dollmaker's creations. She had heard stories of dolls that seemed to possess a lifelike quality, with eyes that followed your every move and expressions that changed as if they held secrets of their own. Eliza's curiosity got the best of her, and she decided to venture towards the workshop. The workshop was unlike anything she had imagined. The air was thick with the scent of aged wood and musty fabric. Wooden shelves lined the walls, displaying an assortment of half-finished dolls in various stages of completion. The room was lit by a dim, flickering candle light that cast eerie shadows on the walls, and at the center of it all was the Dollmaker himself, hunched over a workbench, meticulously crafting a new creation. His appearance was as unsettling as the stories that surrounded him. His fingers were gnarled and calloused, and his eyes held a distant, almost haunted look. Eliza hesitated at the entrance, her heart pounding, but her fascination urged her forward. As if sensing her presence, the Dollmaker looked up, his eyes locking onto hers. "Ah, a visitor," he croaked, his voice a raspy whisper. "Come closer, child, there is no need to fear." Despite the unease that gripped her, Eliza took a hesitant step forward. The Dollmaker motioned to a chair opposite his workbench, and she complied, her eyes darting around the eerie room. "I've heard of your creations," she managed to say, her voice quivering slightly. "The dolls, they're like nothing I've ever seen." A faint smile tugged at the corners of the Dollmaker's lips. "Ah, yes, each of my creations holds a piece of my soul, a reflection of my innermost desires and fears. They are not mere playthings, they are vessels of emotion." As he spoke, Eliza noticed the doll he was working on had an uncanny resemblance to her. The doll's eyes seemed to mirror her own curiosity, its expression capturing a sense of longing she couldn't quite put into words. "Tell me, child," the Dollmaker's voice grew softer, almost conspiratorial, "what is it that you desire most in this world?" Caught off guard by the question, Eliza hesitated. She thought of her simple life in the village, the unfulfilled dreams she held close to her heart. I wish for adventure," she finally admitted, her eyes shining with a mixture of hope and uncertainty. The Dollmaker's smile widened, revealing a row of yellowed teeth. "Then perhaps I can grant you just that." With a flourish of his fingers, he completed the doll's creation. Eliza watched in awe as he carefully painted the doll's lips, capturing a hint of a mischievous smile. And then, with a single, swift movement, he pricked his own finger and let a drop of blood fall onto the doll's chest. "There," he said, his voice carrying an odd sense of finality. "Your wish is now bound to this creation." Eliza's heart raced as she stared at the doll before her breath catching in her throat. She felt a strange connection, as if a part of herself was now woven into the doll's very fabric. As she left the workshop that night, Eliza clutched the doll close to her chest. The moonlight bathed the village in an eerie glow, casting long shadows that danced on the cobblestone streets. Unbeknownst to her, the Sinister Workshop's legacy had taken root, and her adventure was about to begin in ways she could never have imagined.